We still have a couple of months until we get the first AP Top 25 poll of the college football season. As of right now, your guess is as good as mine in regards to who the top 25 teams in college football are. Although this isn't really a true top 25, I thought it would be fun to create our own top 25 based on the Vegas odds to win the national championship. These are the teams that Vegas truly believes are the 25 best, or the 25 teams that'll bring in a lot of suckers to donate the most money. But before we get to today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. If you're watching this video, odds are you love college football, and odds are you are subscribed to my channel, so make sure to subscribe to one of the best college football communities here on YouTube. Kicking things off at number 1, we actually have a two-way tie. Both Ohio State and Texas, they are tied for the best odds to win the national championship at plus 500. Now this makes a lot of sense. Ohio State, they won the national championship last season. Texas, they fell to Ohio State in the semifinals, and based on the way too early preseason projections, many people out there have these two teams as the two best teams in all of college football. Georgia comes in at number 3 with plus 675 odds. Now this doesn't really surprise me all that much because I still think Georgia is going to be one of the best teams in college football. Had Carson Beck not gotten injured and missed the rest of the season last year, I think Georgia probably could have gone on a run. And who knows, maybe they could have found themselves in the national championship, and maybe they could have even won. Penn State comes in at number 4 with plus 700 odds. Last year was the best season during the James Franklin era, so they're hoping to build off of that and potentially reach the national championship this year. Oregon comes in at number 5, they have plus 800 odds. Now it's easy to forget, but Oregon, they were the number 1 team in college football last year. They were in the driver's seat to win the national championship, but they met Ohio State in the first playoff game. They got absolutely embarrassed, and Oregon was an afterthought. Because of that embarrassing loss, it's easy to forget just how good Oregon was last year, and I think they're going to be just as good, if not better, in 2025. Clemson comes in at number 6 at 10-1 odds. The Tigers had a couple of down years, but they look like they're back after their great 2025 season. Now, they needed a lot of help, and they needed a lot of things to go their way in order to reach the college football playoff, but I do think Cade Klubnik is going to take Clemson back to the playoff once again. Alabama comes in at number 7 at 12-1 odds. It was a disappointing season in 2024 by Alabama standards. Now, there are many people out there that believe they got screwed and should have been in the college football playoff. Me personally, I think they got what they deserve. So it's going to be really fascinating to see if Alabama is able to bounce back after their disappointing 2024 campaign and if they can make another national championship push. Notre Dame comes in at number 8 at 14-1 odds. Although the Irish made the national championship this past season, I think many people are expecting them to take just a slight step back. Now, I do think Notre Dame was a really good team last year, but they definitely exceeded expectations. Now, this is still a team that could be a playoff caliber squad, but I just can't picture this Notre Dame team making it back to the national championship in 2025. LSU comes in at number 9, and they are 15-1 odds. They have an exciting team for the 2025 season, but last I checked, their coach is still Brian Kelly, so we'll have to wait and see if LSU can actually win a national championship. Michigan comes in at number 10 with 22-1 odds. Now, Michigan won the national championship a couple of years ago, and last year was a disappointment, but they did finish the season strong on a positive note. Could Michigan make it back to the college football playoff in 2025? They definitely can. Will they? I'm not all that certain. Ole Miss comes in at number 11 at 25-1 odds. Now, just like Ole Miss every year it feels, they're probably going to be a really good team, they're probably going to be in the playoff discussion in November, and then they're probably going to lose to a really good team, get knocked out of the college football playoff discussion, and it's going to be the same thing in 2026. Miami comes in at number 12 at 28-1 odds. Now, this was a Hurricanes team that was looking like a really strong playoff contender for majority of the season last year. Entering the final week of the season, all they had to do was beat Syracuse. They would have played in the ACC title game, and whether they won or lost that game, they probably would have locked up a spot in the college football playoff. And with Cam Ward leading the offense, who knows what kind of damage Miami could have done in the playoff. Unfortunately, we never saw that. I do think Miami is going to have a good team this year, but losing Cam Ward, I don't know if it's really an upgrade with Carson Beck. Who knows, maybe he's able to take him to the promised land, but I just don't think he'll be able to. We now have a run on 5 consecutive SEC teams. Texas A&M comes in at 13, Tennessee comes in at 14, Florida comes in at 15, South Carolina comes in at 16, and Oklahoma comes in at 17. Out of these teams mentioned here, I think the best team of this bunch is going to be South Carolina, and I'm honestly pretty surprised to see their odds this low at 40-1. In the second half of the college football season last year, they Gamecocks were one of the hottest teams in all of college football, and many people out there thought they should have gotten one of those final playoff spots. I think they're going to be even better in 2025, so again, I'm shocked to see their odds are so low. With Oklahoma at 17, I think this is one of those examples of Vegas putting a team like Oklahoma with a strong fan base very high, giving them some pretty solid odds, and hoping a lot of people try to get in on those 60-1 odds. Coming in at number 18 is USC, who has 70-1 odds. Just like with Oklahoma, I think this is a classic example of putting a team like USC high enough in the odds where it's still a long shot and a crazy payout, but at 70-1, it still makes you believe that USC could have what it takes to win the national championship. I've been down on USC the last couple of seasons. It's been a couple of disappointing years. I think it's going to be the same exact thing for the Trojans in 2025. A couple of other teams at 70-1 odds, you have Auburn at number 19 and SMU at number 20. I do think Auburn is going to be an interesting team in the SEC this year. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a couple of really big upsets, and if in November they're still in the SEC title discussion. I don't think Auburn is going to make it just yet. SMU is a little bit interesting. We saw what they did this past season, making it to the ACC title game, making it to the college football playoff. They returned Kevin Jennings. I think SMU is going to have another really good season, and they play in a much easier conference in the SEC, so SMU I think has a really good chance of making it back to the college football playoff and making another run. Louisville comes in at number 21 with 80-1 odds. It was a great season for the Cardinals last year, but they lose quarterback Tyler Shough. They did bring in quarterback Miller Moss from USC. I don't think he's quite as good as Tyler Shough, but who knows, maybe they're able to tap into something there. Maybe Miller Moss is able to turn into a Heisman caliber quarterback, and maybe he could lead Louisville to the ACC title and a potential playoff spot. Texas Tech comes in at number 22 with 85-1 odds. The Red Raiders are an interesting team that I've been kind of following this offseason. There are a lot of people out there that have this team as a dark horse to reach the college football playoff. They were really solid in 2024. I don't know if they're going to be better in 2025. Again, many people out there think they're going to be better. They think they're going to be a legitimate threat in the Big 12. I'll believe it when I see it. But Texas Tech, this is a team I'm really going to be keeping my eye on. At number 23, we have an absolute joke. Arizona State with 90-1 odds. This was a team that made the college football playoff last year, that should have beaten Texas to go to the semifinals. They returned their starting quarterback, they returned their number one wide receiver, they returned majority of their offense and their defense, so I have no idea why Arizona State is catching 90-1 odds, but I think I need to drive down to Vegas today and put a lot of money on Arizona State, because this is going to be a really good team, a team that is probably going to be top 15 for majority of the season, and a team that I wouldn't be surprised cracks the top 10 for a good portion as well. To wrap up this top 25, we have a couple of teams that Vegas is trying to suck the most money out of. We'll start at number 24 with Florida State at 95-1 odds. Florida State, they're going to be better than they were in 2024. I can guarantee that. But this team is not going to be sniffing the college football playoff. I don't think they're going to be sniffing the ACC title game whatsoever. But at 95-1 odds, they know they can take a bunch of delusional Florida State fans who think this is their year. They're going to be putting a lot of money at those great 95-1 odds. And the sports books, they're going to be bringing in so much free money. Wrapping up today's video, we have Colorado at number 25. They have 100-1 odds to win the national championship. Now, Colorado, they're definitely going to be a good team in 2025. They very well could be in the Big 12 discussion for majority of the season, but I don't think this team is going to be as good as they were last year. Losing Shedeur Sanders, losing Travis Hunter, that is massive. If they couldn't do it last year, I don't think they're going to do it this year, but there's still a lot of people out there that probably believe in Colorado, that believe in Deion Sanders, and they look at that beautiful number of 100-1 odds. Hey, stranger things have happened, but yeah, Colorado, I don't think they're going to be a top 25 team in college football in 2025. Well, that wraps it up for today's video. What are your thoughts on these top 25 teams based on the Vegas odds? Was there a team that had odds that were way too high, or a team that had odds that were way too low? Or is there a team you think can make a run at the national championship that wasn't even featured in today's video? Whoever it is, let me know in the comment section down below. Before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. I'm going to be posting a ton of college football videos leading up to the start of the season, so if you're a college football fan, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. Also, don't forget to drop a like on this video as well. It helps out with that YouTube algorithm, and it helps share this video and my channel with more college football fans. Plus, it only takes a second to do. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.